Okay, here we go. There's Sue. Ready and willing. Okay, so Pilates ring today, heavy and slightly lighter weights. That's all we got going on. So let's take our feet to the edges of the mat. And take a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms nice and long, but don't pull them so close together. Focus more on pulling the shoulders apart and get your arms nice and long. And then we're going to swan dive it all the way down, let your head go. So you're just chilling out here for some nice big deep breaths. Get a nice little stretch in that lower back. If you can keep your legs straight, nice and long, go for it. Try to send the hips back a little bit, weighting into your heels. And now we're going to roll it up slowly. Nice. Sweep this right arm all the way up and then over. And then let the hip go out to the side and just hang out here for a breath. And then come back and do the same on the other side. So big reach up and over of the arm. Hip goes out. And then switch up sides. Really try to keep reaching that arm nice and long. And now take your hands to your hips. You're just going to rock them side to side. And then circle them back. Don't be in a hurry here. Go nice and slowly. Think about range of motion. One more each direction. Okay, bring your feet in, hip width apart. You're going to take your hands behind your head. Try to send the elbows back as best you can. Now you're not pulling your head forward. You're just slightly touching the back of your head as you come into a little squat. Now you want to keep the weight back and you want to keep your spine nice and long. Your tummy in. We're just warming up your quads a little bit here. Now let's take the hands out in front, palms face, arms are parallel to the floor. Squat down a little deeper than what you were previously doing. Just do two more like this. And now send the arms back. Step your left foot forward. Lean forward and sweep the arms up. Lift your back heel up even higher. And just start to sweep the arms up and back and down. Still have a nice little bend in that front leg. You're just warming up the shoulders here. Two more. Okay, now straighten the front leg. Hands come to your heart. You're going to fold down halfway. We're going to piston the back foot. So lower the heel and lift while you keep your front leg long. So don't lock out the knee. Just up and down with that heel in the back, working whatever range you have. Two more. And now lift that torso back up, bend that front leg, power back to standing. Big deep breath. And swan dive it all the way down. Let your head relax. You're just chilling out and breathing. Now we're going to roll it up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Bring your hands to heart. This time you step forward with the right leg. Back heel nice and high. You got a nice little bend here in the front. Now you're going to slowly straighten the front leg and lower down. the back heel. So you want to try to get a little edgy where you feel like, oh, I really need to focus on my balance in order to perform this movement. So keep the heel high. Give me more of a bend in the front leg and just lean in. Now sweep the arms back behind you, palms face the earth, and they're coming all the way up and back. Again, getting into these shoulders a little bit. Do 3 more, and then we're going to meet down on the floor in a high plank. Okay, so now take the hands down to the mat, step it back to your plank, and just hold here for 3 breaths. Then we're going to put the knees down. Okay, soften those knees, send the hips back. Hold here, lowering that chest as you exhale. Take some nice big breaths. Now you're going to come up onto your knees. You're going to bring your hands to heart. You're going to step your left foot forward. You're going to let the hips sort of relax forward so you feel a nice little stretch, not only here in the hip flexor, but also down the quad a little bit. So just hold here. You can take the arms up. Now we're going to come off that knee. So you're just holding this hip flexor stretch. And now we take it down and be back in that plank. Give me those 3 deep breaths. Knees come down, hips go back. Chest gets a little closer to the floor. And let's come up onto your knees. This time you step the right foot forward and let that hip, both hips move forward. Hands to heart. Now you're going to come off that knee, send the arms up, and just hold here for 3 breaths. And let's meet back in that high plank. And this time we're going into a downward facing dog. So feet are about 4 to 6 inches apart. Keep the legs nice and long, where you're trying to push the back of the knees out. 2 more deep breaths. And now walk it back. We're going to meet in a full forward fold. Nice straight long legs with your torso close to them. And now inhale and extend the spine. And then flex and fold. Inhale, extend. And flex and fold. And one more time. Extend the spine, shift your hips back. And now reverse it with your spine long. Come all the way back up and reach for that ceiling. And relax. Okay, say goodbye to the warm-up. We're going to start with 2 weights for bicep curls. So whatever weight you normally use for biceps, grab it. We're going to put our feet into a split lunge just to make it use a little bit more muscle. So here we go. Step your left foot forward, elevate that back heel. Palms are going to face forward. You curl up. And then when you lower the weight, you lower your back heel towards the floor. Curl up, lift the heel, and then back down. So just nice and fluid, nice and slowly, with great posture. So the elbows stay close to the side of the body. They don't roll forward. So you want to keep them in line with the shoulders. And we're going to do 8 more reps. You can have a nice little bend in that front leg if you like, or no bend. We got options. 6 to go. Really try to lower them down slowly along with that heel. Slowly, where you're sort of resisting the heel from landing down. Last 4. And 3. And remember, if you chose the wrong way and you're not getting close to feeling this start to fatigue, don't wait till it's over, switch midstream. Okay, so now with the weights by your side, with a little bend in that front leg, you're going to hip hinge, and we're going to row, both elbows coming up, squeezing the shoulder blades, lowering down with resistance. So again, you're not going quickly, slow and controlled, focusing on that big squeeze. You're going to feel the left leg, and that's why we're in this position. Your spine stays long. You have 8 to go. Okay, once you've done the last set, lift that torso back up, bend the front leg, and push back to standing. You can put the weights down for a sec, shake out your grip, and get ready for the other side. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Okay, so whenever you're ready, this time the right foot comes forward and the left foot back. So in the bicep curls, you got a nice little bend in the front leg. I want you to feel stable so that you curl up, and then when the weights come down, the heel goes down. So it's up and lower. Try to lower that weight and heel slowly. Couple more, and then we start our rows. So with the weights by your side, you hip hinge, keep the spine long. You want to come down low enough that that hamstring and glute says, oh, hello, I'm feeling this now. And then start your rowing. You're very high on the tippy toes of the back foot. Couple more. Okay, so lean down, lower the weights to the floor this time. Bring the torso back up. Bend and power backwards. Nice job. Nice big reach up of the arms. We're going to swan dive down. And this time we're walking out to plank. I'd like you to try to walk with your legs straight and take lots of steps. Once you get there, soften the knees and then alternate tapping each shoulder. So right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. Keep your hips super quiet. And if this feels easy, get your knees further back. Get your palms slightly in front of those shoulders. And keep tapping. You have 10 more. Draw that belly button up and into the spine. After this, we're going to meet down, lying down on our backs with our Pilates ring, and we're going to work on inner thighs. So a few more here. Now send those hips back. Grab that ring. Meet me down on the floor. We got inner thighs and a little core to get done here before we come back to arms. So flat on the shoulder blades. Pilates ring between the knees. Squeeze and release. It's slow. It's not fast. It's purposeful. The goal here is to make each one of these reps count. Now, if this seems too easy, make sure you got that low back skin on the floor. So you've tilted the pelvis up. You always have the option to lift the feet up off the floor. I kind of like to do the first round with my feet down. Get used to this movement. We'll add in a few holds and a few pulses, and then we'll advance into lifting up the feet, or you can do it right away. Your choice. So about 30 seconds more. Give me that nice little chin tuck so your neck is happy. Your shoulder blades should be nice and flat to the mat. And of course the belly is drawing down, but I want you to actively push it down. So you're not just relying on gravity here. Okay, so now I want you to squeeze it in and then just go out and in an inch. So it's like a little pulse, maybe not even an inch. Just a tiny in-out move. Now hold it and just squeeze. So nothing's moving. You're just holding and breathing. Hopefully you're squeezing. You feel a little tremble maybe. A little, oh my God, I can't wait for this to be over maybe. Squeeze a little harder. Okay, now keep the squeeze and try to pick your feet up off the floor with that lower back staying down. Keep squeezing. You're just holding, nothing else is happening. Now, send the legs all the way up to the ceiling and keep squeezing. And now take that Pilates ring out, send the legs all the way down along the floor. You're just going to roll the feet in and out just to shake out the muscles. Now, with your Pilates ring in your hands, send it up towards the ceiling. Lift your legs up towards the ring. And now you're going to squeeze the ring and you're going to send the arms back and the legs forward. Work whatever range of motion you can, maintaining a low back connection to the floor. Come back up, let the ring get close to the legs, and then repeat. Down and lift. When you're coming up, try to do it slowly. And try to really make these arms work by squeezing the ring. Now we're going to add a crunch into this, so when the ring and the feet get close, you're going to crunch up, tucking the chin, and then lowering the head back down, and try again. Crunch up, and out. Do 4 more. And on this last one, let's meet with the legs and arms up, and we're just going to do 10 crunches. So you're not lowering the legs or the arms anymore. You're still squeezing the ring. You're crunching up and down, up. While you do these 10, you're pulling the stomach down. Make sure that chin tucks when the head lifts. Exhale when you lift. Inhale when you go down. And when you're done your 10, you get to rock and roll up. Put the Pilates ring off to the side. I'm going to do some chest presses. So 15s, if you can, grab them, palms face forward. Keep nice neutral wrists. Legs are bent, back is down. Start to lower the arms slowly and lift them back up. So I want you to keep that double chin. I want you to be really flat on the shoulders and just go up and down both directions at the same pace. So you have to really concentrate on what you're doing here. That pace should be at least 4 counts. And at the top of the move, the weights can come in to touch one another or not. You do you. It's all about the chest here. That's where we're feeling it. Now, if you want to amp this up, send the legs up towards the ceiling. And then maybe move them forward a tiny bit so you feel a contraction through the belly. Neutral wrist, slow pace. Challenge your core. Tuck your chin. So much to remember. Okay, let's put the feet back down on the floor. Make that nice little pelvic tilt. Carry on with your arms, you have 8 more. Okay, get yourself up, put the weights off to the side, maybe shake out the wrists. We're gonna meet down back on our back side with your legs bent. You're gonna walk those feet in really close to your butt. Feet are hip width apart. Pelvic tilt. Now to get your hips up, I want you to just push through the heels. So come up nice and slowly. Keep that neck long so your chin is pressing down. Now walk your feet out a tiny bit. And now I want you to open the knees as much as you can. So you're feeling the outside of the hips. Just hold that feeling. Now from there, I want you to pulse it out. So it's a tiny move, mostly out, 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 like quick pace. The hips have not changed height. Now just hold them out. Push up through those heels, maybe a little higher. Come back to the pulse. Hold them out. Push up through the heels. Back to the pulse, last round. Okay, walk those feet back so they're hip width apart again. Squeeze your knees, hold. Knees are touching. Lower down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Bring the knees up and into the chest. One hand on each knee. Make some big circles. Coming back to the arms, working triceps. Just do a few more circles in the other direction. Start thinking about what weights you use for your tricep extensions. Okay, rock and roll yourself up, get your weights. 2 weights, 1 in each hand, coming back down. So we're gonna just do one arm at a time here. I want you to get your shoulders pressing down into that mat. So the right hand's gonna come down, tap the shoulder with the weight, bring it up slowly, then switch to the left. Slow and controlled. Now remember, the most important thing about triceps is no bending or moving. Sorry, not that you can't bend, you are bending, but don't let the elbow move backwards when you bend at the elbow. Right? So take a look, you've got peripheral vision to see what's going on. Watch that elbow, keep it over the shoulder. Another thing to be mindful of is to not over grip these weights. Don't squeeze too hard. Okay, so when you're done rock and roll yourself up. You're gonna grab another weight, maybe a heavier one, and you're gonna hold it horizontal, so on the ends. Come back down. So it's really known as a skull crusher. You're gonna slowly lower that weight towards the forehead and then back up. And again, no movement between the elbow and the shoulder. We're gonna try to do 20 reps. So if you need halfway through or whenever to switch, you can switch, but I want you to keep going on the reps. Exhaling when you're pressing back up, and do it slowly. So maybe about halfway. See if you can get in another 8, 9, or 10. Last 3 for me. Okay, rock and roll yourself back up. Ooh, put that weight down. We're gonna do a little reprieve. So meet me in your Pilates reach, toes pointing forward, arms all the way back. Spread the fingers wide. Just relax here for a few breaths. Now we're gonna move the arms forward, pick that head up, tuck the chin, roll it up Pilates style, and dive between the legs. Should feel really good on that lower back. Push the back of the knees into the floor. And sit yourself up. So from this position, take your hands behind you, but keep your spine long, right? Like really try to crowd out that chest, drawing the belly, but you're leaning back slightly. You're gonna pick the right leg up and send it back down again. So just up and down 10 times. Keep the belly in, don't let it puff out. Your foot's flexed, right? You're gonna feel it in the quad, top part of the leg, and the hip flexor. And that's exactly what we want. Take a break if you find you're collapsing into your lower back, and just do a quick little reset. Okay, once you've done that leg, shake it out, probably talking to you, and then we switch. Remember, suck in the belly, keep your spine long. Try to slow the descent, don't be in a big hurry to get the leg down. You can have bends in those elbows back there if that helps you keep that chest nice and proud and your posture. It's really about the quad and that hip flexor, right? All you gotta do is get to 10. Okay, that's it for me. So with the feet far apart, you're just gonna walk it between the legs, let the head go. So you're sort of tucking the chin, still pushing the back of the knees into the floor. Okay, bring it up. So we're gonna do some 90-90 work. So 90 degrees on that left leg. So the left leg's in the front, right leg goes back 90 degrees. Bring your hands out in front of that left leg and then just fold the torso down over that leg. Keep the spine long and then up. So it's kind of like an assisted push-up. Going up and down, fingertips only on the floor. Now hold the torso about halfway down. So it's just sort of hanging out over the front leg and start to lift and lower that right foot. Try to lift it as high as you can. We're going to do 10 reps. Now with the torso up and both hands coming behind your hips, you're going to lift the knee up, try to get flat on that foot and lower back down. You're going to do that 10 times. Not in a hurry. It's really about trying to increase the range of motion as you do these. Okay, now bring both hands to heart. You're going to come down, try to do it hands free, and then come up with a twist so you're looking towards the back of the room. And then turn the torso to square it, lower back down, up with a twist. Let's do 8 more. Starting my 5th rep. So it's not quick. You're trying to go slow. So you're not using momentum to get up and down. That's the key. And when you're done 10, bring that back leg forward, scoot over to the right side. So now you got that right leg out in front, fingertips only, lowering the torso and lifting like you're doing a push-up. Keep both feet flexed and try to be light on the fingertips. Now take the torso halfway down and just lift and lower that back foot, working whatever range you can do. Now take both hands behind your back. That knee comes up and goes towards the back of the room and then lower. 9 more, slowly. You have to really make an effort on each rep to try to open up a little more. Okay, now come forward with your shoulders, so you're squaring out over that leg. Hands to heart, you're going down and up with a twist. Work whatever range you've got. Drawing in the belly, keeping those abs nice and tight. Couple more. Then we're going to turn this into a pigeon stretch because it's a nice, quick, easy transition. So on your last one, keep that front leg where you have it. Lower the forearms to the floor and then take that left leg, slide it back, and try to roll up and off that right hip. So try your best to press the left hip flexor down. You're not sitting on that right cheek, you're off of it. Stay here for 6 more deep breaths. Okay, let's come back up. You're going to slide your back leg forward. Give me 90 degrees with that left leg now, and send the right leg backwards. Come off the left hip and try to relax the upper body as you slide that right leg back and work your right hip flexor into the floor. Okay, back up onto your hands. You're going to meet me in your high plank position. You're going to hold it for 3 deep breaths. And now you're going to take it to a downward facing dog. Push both heels towards the floor. 3 deep breaths. Walk your feet towards your hands. You're in a full forward fold. 3 deep breaths. And now roll it up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you so very much. Good job. There she is.